Mine. Shut the front door. You haven't even kissed her yet, buddy. Get out of here with that possessive caveman garbage.
Please, that's entirely out of context. It's meant to convey primal intensity. Not whatever Neanderthal mating ritual you just described.
Oh, I'm the Neanderthal, says the guy who probably highlighted that line with a little heart in the margin. Welcome back to Heart Book Radio, folks, where today we're dissecting Riftborne by Bree, Grenwich, and Parker Lennox, apparently the book that's either the second coming of Romantasy or written by a particularly moody toaster oven.
That's grossly inaccurate. While reader reception has been polarized, attributing it to artificial intelligence is ludicrous. It's a complex narrative exploring themes of prejudice, power dynamics, and
blah blah blah. Complex? It's fourth wing with the serial numbers filed off, and maybe slightly better hair on the male lead. Don't even get me started on fourth wing again. I still haven't forgiven you for defending Violet's whining for 3 whole segments.
It was nuance, something distinctly lacking in your analysis, then and now. Riftborne attempts a different dynamic entirely. We have Fia, the outcast, branded because of her parents' actions, forced into service.
By General Laryk, luscious locks, Ashford. Let's talk about him. Forget Fia looking like she walked off a Tim Burton set for a minute. Is Laryk hot or horrifying? People are literally asking, do we like the NMC? If you have to ask.
He's a classic archetype, the morally gray mentor figure, pushing the protagonist to unlock her potential. Yes, his methods are questionable. Blackmail isn't exactly standard HR procedure, but it serves the plot. He's not Tamlin.
Oh, hell no. He's giving Major Tamlin vibes. In Arabenhamel, it's like they took the worst traits of fantasy's biggest dirtbags, gave him a nice face and a scar, and expected us to swoon. Some people are swooning. They're calling him a hotter Charles Xavier, which, okay, Patrick Stewart is a silver fox, but Xavier wasn't exactly locking up teenagers against their will, mostly.
He sees her potential. Fia has this uncontrolled void power. She literally says, I wasn't in a void. I was the void. He's trying to harness it for the greater good. You're diagnosing him based on fan fiction tropes.
I'm diagnosing him based on him being a manipulative creep. He's got that smirk, the possessiveness. He reminds me of my ex, Kevin. Always knowing what's best for me while simultaneously keying my car. Red flag, giant flapping military-grade red flag, and Fia. Okay, she starts mopey, but who wouldn't be? Branded, blackmailed? Probably needs some vitamin D with that pale Tim Burton aesthetic. I kind of like her.
You like her childish sarcasm? Her constant pessimism? She needs rigorous psychological evaluation, not a brooding general playing mind games. And don't even get me started on Baylor Solil, the designated bully, utterly one-dimensional. At least Laryk has layers. Toxic layers, perhaps, but layers.
Layers like an onion made of gaslighting. Okay, fine. Baylor's a tool. Everyone hates him. Easy target. But is the book itself any good? Because I'm seeing reviews saying it's 6 stars, right next to ones calling it mediocre. And my personal favorite, Riftborne, you will never be fourth wing? Ouch.
The pacing seems to be a major point of contention. Some found it glacial, not finishing at 20%. Others devoured it in a day. Which is it? Personally, I found the world building intriguing. The prejudice angle has merit. But the execution felt uneven.
Unassuming? Someone said the big spicy scene was a let-down 1 page and done after all that slow burn? That's not a slow burn. That's a faulty pilot light. And what the hell is this? Blood clot? If you know thing people keep mentioning. Is that a sex thing? A weird inside joke. Sounds disgusting.
I believe it refers to a specific, perhaps darkly humorous moment in the text. Not everything revolves around, we had a listener email fake listener, obviously, since we have no callers. Thanks, management. Brenda from Boys asks, if General Laryk were a sandwich, what kind would he be? See, this is the level of discourse this book inspires.
Ooh, okay, Laryk sandwich, definitely something on dark rye. Maybe pastrami looks good, kind of salty. Might give you heartburn, and definitely has some hidden horseradish that hits you when you least expect it. What about Fia?
Fia? Probably untoasted white bread with nothing on it. Starts bland, maybe gets slightly more interesting if you leave it out in the sun too long and it develops mold. See, ridiculous. The point is, the book provokes strong reactions. Even if those reactions are absurd sandwich analogies or comparing it unfavorably to that other book.
Okay, wrap it up. Time for the verdict. Forget stars, let's use a real rating system.
Fine. Given the manipulative male lead, the questionable power dynamics, and that cliffhanger ending that apparently scrambled everyone's brains, I give Riftborne 3 out of 5 pending ethics investigations. It's compellingly problematic.
Problematic is my middle name? I like the chaos. The will they, won't they, should she run screaming vibe? The potential for Fia to go full dark side? That ending twist? Yeah, it's messy. Maybe Kevin-esque, but I couldn't look away. I give it 4 out of 5 questionable life choices. I'd probably read the sequel.
Against my better judgment, the cliffhanger was effective. Fine. Maybe 3.5 ethics investigations.
That's the spirit. All right, lovebirds and literary masochists, that's all the time we have. Join us next week when we tackle. My roommate is a sentient dust bunny and he owes me rent.
That isn't a real book.
Isn't it? You've been listening to Heartbook Radio. Don't touch that dial. Unless it's to turn us up.